up to the boys. Fox and Shane, set your minds free, no locks and chains. Do what you love, roll the dice. 50-50, we cold as ice. One thing cold, but a pretty town red. Can't let that shit get in my head, war gaming.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Hobby Homies. We are your weekly tabletop podcast. I am Shane. As always, hanging out with Fox.
Howdy, friends.
And of course, we've got Churchy in the dungeon.
Guys.
Today, we are going to invite you to join us while we laugh at some of the most fuggliest models that are still available to this day.
That's right. You can buy these models that we're about to show you, and that is a travesty against humankind.
It's a hate crime.
It's a hate crime,
Yeah.
Absolutely. So come along for this ride of hate crime while we laugh at some hideous models we found. So for those playing along at home, some of you will be watching us with your eyes, others will be watching us with your ears. And we will try and explain these models as best we can. We'll give you the names so you can go Google and laugh along with us. But I cannot wait to... I don't know what Shane's picked, and you don't know what I've picked. So I'm very interested to see what constitutes in your mind as ugly. Is it ugly because of the paint job, the sculpt, what it means to you as a human? I don't know. Let's find out.
Well, all the models I picked, I have used photos like stock standard from their website.
Yeah,
so
perfect.
Paint job doesn't necessarily come into it. It's more the sculpt. I think
You've gone mostly sculpt, raw sculpt.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You looked at it and you thought, that looks garbage.
Yep.
That is a hot pile of garbage.
Absolutely.
I love that. All right, I want to see your first one.
All right, Churchy, let's come in with number 5.
All right, that's right. You're going least ugly to most ugly.
Yeah.
Churchy's echoic monk-like has me nervous.
Okay, I see. Yeah.
I almost saw all of them.
Go backwards.
Is that it?
Wait.
So there it is. There it is. That is the Avatar of Menoth by Privateer Press for their game War Machines.
Okay, so
First of all, upon finding this miniature on their website, the resolution is about 24 by 24.
and it looks like you got all 24 pixels here on this image.
Yeah.
This is their image.
And they offered a more zoomed in image as well.
but no better.
No better resolution.
Oh, wow.
So like it's pixelated beyond belief. And then you go, oh yeah, I'll zoom in a bit and it's more pixelated.
Far out. What is it exactly?
Well,
it's a big...
It's a square with like a shield and a sword.
It's a box, right?
I feel like it doesn't know what it is.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
So for those listening, I don't know how to describe this. It's a big paladin, a big metal TV walking paladin with a very generic sword and shield.
Yeah.
It actually does look like the big pauldrons and the sword and shield could be straight from World of Warcraft.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then the rest of it is straight from like the car wreckers.
I was going to say, do you know what it looks like to me? It looks like an over the top. It's like the Warcraft stuff, but without the visual cohesion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not in the right place.
No, it's like someone who works at Blizzard. Hopefully a male, because they walked in on their first day, but they're blind.
Okay.
And they've actually never seen anything. And someone tried to explain to them what Warcraft was.
Yeah.
And that they needed to make this.
And that is the image they saw with their mind's eye.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Straight there.
Yeah.
I agree. That is hideous. I don't like it.
It's awful, isn't it?
I don't think it's definitely the least awful of all of our miniatures.
Oh yeah, that's why this was sort of. I felt like this was a cop out because like the first 4 came to me like immediately, like off the top of my head.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh man, like, you know, I don't want to like just go through Games Workshop website because you can find 25 models on there that are hideous.
Yeah.
But like I was like, okay, I got to find something elsewhere, right?
Sure.
And
so you went looking. Well, you know what? If this is the worst you could find on, in Warmer Horde's collection, then they're doing pretty well.
I was looking through all the Horde stuff first, and I'm like, all these are great.
Yeah,
Like, I mean, like,
are great models.
Yeah, some of them are like a bit not dorky or whatever, but like, I'm like, these are sweet. Like, there's a lot of like dinos and like lizard men and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, these are sick.
Yeah, but this is metallic identity crisis.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And so that's why it's on your list.
Yeah. You know how they always say like when you accessorize, like you should like take one thing off.
Yeah.
He should take about 10 things off.
Yeah. What is that? That's the Coco Chanel theory, isn't it?
I don't know.
Take when you go out to walk out the door because you think you've done enough.
Yeah, take
take one
something
thing
off.
off. Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
But he doesn't know who Coco Chanel is.
No, he thinks it's some kind of like moisturizer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hideous. Yep. What do you rate that on the hideous-o-meter? About a 5.
That was a 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
5 out of 5.
All right. What else you got then?
Let's go.
'Cause that's actually fine.
Yeah.
That's,
Sorry, I just clapped and probably just peeked on the bottom.
everyone's like, okay, I'm not listening to this podcast anymore because my ears don't work.
Number 4, we have an Abyssal Warlock by Mantic. So the one, I mean, they're all horrible, but I circled the most horrible one. I wanted to do like a sweet like blur effect, so the other ones were like slightly blurred, but I can't use.
You ran out of time.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You're too lazy. None of those excuses work.
So I managed to use the donut tool, made it really thin, and put a circle around
I
it.
like it. Churchy,
Yeah.
for my sake, can you bring it up on the big screen for me so that I can see this thing in all of its glory? Yeah, that bad boy right there. Oh,
So
my
it's like
goodness.
a guy riding something else,
it's not. It's like a red, weird demon
like a blob.
riding, getting piggybacked, not
Yeah,
piggybacked, a shoulder ride
Yeah.
from a larger, more obese demon.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's a middle-aged dad
Yeah.
who hasn't done sport in 30 years, giving a shoulder ride to his 9-year-old demon son.
Yeah. And he's like pointing at something like, Dad, hurry, go over there.
The ice
And the dad's
cream's
like,
over there, Daddy.
Oh, I'm trying.
Yeah, he does look exhausted. He's got a chain around his neck, so I can only imagine in weird demon culture, the child demon takes ownership of the father
Yeah.
at 6 years old.
Okay.
So he's like, Dad, we're going over there now. And he's like, well, don't want to. And he's like, well, you're indebted to me for the rest of your life now, so...
for eternity, because they're demons.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I never should have had children. Well, obviously not, if that's your culture.
Yeah. So, yeah, this one was not a hard choice. It was a hard choice between picking all 3 of them.
Yeah, I'm just starting to look at some of the others.
Yeah,
And
but I just feel like the piggyback was just like the icing on the cake. Like, it was just, So,
yeah.
Abyssal Warlock by Mantic.
I want to be in the brainstorming room for that model where they're like, let's do a demon riding another demon. Oh, yeah, of course. Riders, we do that all the time.
Yeah,
Mounted. What if he's giving him a piggyback? Nay, a shoulder ride.
That's like next level piggyback.
And is he holding his legs, which appear to be, or is that, no, it looks like he's got legs.
It's like a throne kind of thing.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're like spikes or something, like the legs of the throne, maybe.
Has the fat demon got small wings? Do I
it looks
see that?
like it. Yeah.
So they're just cosmetic. Those wings haven't worked in, 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
The aforementioned sports era.
They just remain flaccid.
Yeah, he's got some flaccid wings on him. Yeah, there you go.
So, yeah, that was an interesting one.
And what was that from again?
Mantic. I think it's Kings of War.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, the others are quite hideous as well. I don't really like any of
Like
them.
half crab, half demon kind of guy, and then like a succubus kind of looking thing.
Pretty generic. The succubus is fine. It's just generic
yeah.
looking, but the weird crab thing,
Yeah.
I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. It's got like big. Is it got big nipples or rings on its nipples?
I think it's got
rings
rings.
on his nips.
Yeah. Like all good demons have.
Of course.
Yeah.
So go to Mantic, and for people to search this, what is it called again?
Abyssal Demon. Or it came through as like, you can't actually get it on its own. Abyssal Warlock it is. But it's like Abyssal
You have to buy that pack.
Trifecta or something like that. Like,
More like abysmal trifecta, am I right? Seriously,
Yeah.
am I right?
you're right. You're correct.
excellent.
You're absolutely correct. So it's number 4. So, I mean, it's not too bad.
I like. You are. It's
4 out of 5.
yeah. I'm excited because this suggests that there's 3 more models more garbage than that one,
Oh, they're
and I hate that already. So,
you just wait because we're bringing in number 3.
all right, let's do it.
Number 3.
I'll close my eyes so I get no spoilers of the rest of your things.
This, my friend, is an Emperor's Children, Lucius the Eternal.
Oh
He's
my
got,
goodness!
Like a kiss face kind of going on, like
Yep.
he's Gene Simmons.
Yep.
He's got some kind of like licorice twist, which has got teeth on it,
Yeah.
and knees. His knees are faces,
Wow. I
like
don't.
skin.
There's
Faces.
just a lot going on. Even back then, Games Workshop had a lot going on.
Yep. Yep.
Wait, so that's a current Games Workshop model you
It's
can
still
buy?
available. Yep, for the Emperor's Children.
Wow.
I don't know what he is, like a
Was it-
lieutenant.
Is it? I don't think he knows what he is. So it's a Chaos Space Marine.
Yep.
I can tell, but it's got the old Chaos Space Marine backpack.
Yeah, yeah.
And then it's got some weird. What's that little flag sound? It looks like it says OTC.
I think it's
It's just Khorne's symbol. No, sorry, not Khorne.
it's Slaanesha's symbol.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Looks actually like a little person on the side.
The stick figure.
And then what's above that? Some sort of.
Are they skulls?
Skulls?
Stretchy?
Maybe,
Yeah.
yeah. Like skulls
My
facing
eyesight's
the other way,
awful.
maybe.
But
Yeah, I think so.
Like on top of the ornament
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
I do like the whip, but it's less of a whip and more like a rope.
Yeah.
So it's like it's just a really bad
It
weapon.
just looks like licorice.
Yeah, it's
Reminds me of that episode of The Simpsons when Smithers sings that licorice whip.
Makes me want a
I
raspberry
don't-
twist.
yeah, it is a raspberry twist. What licorice whip? Whip it good.
That's the one.
Yeah. Yeah, so true.
Yeah,
And then they
yeah.
sparingly put some teeth on and hope that they connect with the enemy who's
Yeah.
wearing armor,
Oh, yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
Little cutlass looking sword, that's fine.
The sword's fine, yeah. I don't know about the whole, like, the skin stretched over his armor and stuff. Like, their faces. Like, you can see
Yeah,
their
I was
eyes
gonna
and their
say.
teeth. They're screaming because they're somehow still alive.
Yeah, I don't think that the faces would look so intact
No.
having been stretched. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, unless they're fresh, then you might get, like, a week out of them. I don't know anything
Maybe
about
just gets
flaying
fresh
skin.
faces every battle. You know?
Yeah, that's fair.
true. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
fair. I never
yeah.
thought about that. I
But does he
mean,
like? So obviously he slays some opponents. Then does he like take the time to like apply them to his armor?
He holds up the whole works. He's like, all right, guys, just hold up.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
gotta gather some
push forward. He's like, hang on, this face is looking a little dry. There's a couple of freshies here I got to pick from.
Yeah, let's do a swap. Let's do a swap.
Yeah.
This one's
Change him
peeling.
Yeah. Oh, his teeth fell out.
Yeah, well, I'll put him in my rope.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it's
don't know.
garbage, man.
and like. And the one further thing that just tops it off is just the white head with the tongue.
They're really drawing attention to that god awful face
Yeah. Yeah.
that only a mother could love.
No, I don't even think then.
No.
I think
Yeah, but you're right. It is. It's just Gene Simmons.
Yeah. Yeah. It's Gene Simmons in the 40k universe, really.
Yeah,
All he's missing is a guitar.
it's probably on his
Play
back.
guitar? I don't even know.
Yeah, sure. You're talking sports ball, man. I got no idea.
Not bad for a running back.
Not bad for a running back. Yeah, I don't like it at all. Yeah, you're right.
Yep.
That looks to be something that once existed,
Yeah.
but you would think surely not anymore.
That should be the first thing to go.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I swear I see like a hint of 80s or something.
Yeah.
I don't know
It
what
was
it's from,
probably
but-
designed then, and it's just some
Definitely.
reason still available.
Yeah, one of those. Oh, we brought it back because it's retro, aka we still got some usable molds of this. And we could sell it for, I don't know, $30.
I forgot to check the price. I feel like it was up there though.
Yeah.
$40 maybe.
The more I see it, the more I want to have it though, just so I can show people like, you
This
know, when
is a
you're a
real
kid
thing.
and you like hurt yourself, you're like, look at my knee, and they'll be like, oh, it's like that.
Yeah.
Look at this hideous thing.
Yep.
But I don't want to paint all those faces.
No,
Great paint job, by the way.
it's not bad.
You know what? That paint job on that model that we're looking at
Yep.
is the epitome of awful taste but excellent execution.
Yes.
But great
Yeah.
execution or whatever
Yeah.
it is. So it looks horrible, but the paint job is.
Isn't
like,
there a subreddit for that?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Awful taste but great execution. ATB, whatever that is.
Yeah.
Yeah. That should be in there. That should be in there.
Yeah.
Fantastic painting, horrible model.
Yep.
And that's number 3.
Yeah. That's number 3. All right, Churchy, ready for number 2? Number 2 is one that's troubled me for some time now.
Yeah, I knew these would make an appearance. I absolutely knew.
What the actual fuck are they?
So you've
Gaming
just
terms.
They're called Teratots, and they're by What the Fuck
Teratots.
Miniatures.
and they're by what?
What the fuck? Weird? Word?
Ah, right. I thought you
I was
were.
calling
I
What the
love the
Fuck
name.
Yeah.
Miniatures. Yeah.
Yeah, so Shane's put a picture of 4 small children.
You know what? After finding that image, I feel like I'm on a list.
Yeah, I'm very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So the babies,
You're lucky I didn't get the 180 version of it.
I am lucky. I don't like it.
Someone spent the time to sculpt their butts.
Yeah, little baby butts. Yeah.
That's a hate crime.
I mean, how much I hate this is a crime, for sure.
Yeah.
Does one of them have wings that turn into legs?
I think like they're wings, but like instead of a flying stand, they're like dragging on the ground. Kind of like that whole like the thing GW do these days.
I think it's creepier if they're wings that actually act as legs and don't function as wings.
Yeah.
That sort of suits the aesthetic.
Well,
So,
the other ones have like cloven hoofs.
yeah,
Like
wow.
Satyrs.
And so-
Satyrs?
And they have like blades on their hands.
Yeah.
They're just infants
Yeah.
that are real pink and pale. There's 4 of them. And I don't know, man. They're just horrible.
They're awful. They are the worst thing I've ever seen,
They're-
except for number 1.
They look barely sentient, more animalistic. One of them looks like he's passed out. Like
Is that the one that's like his like chest and his shoulder? Yeah.
his left side's fallen asleep, but his right side's ready to go. His right side's ready for a brawl.
It's a baby. I'm sure you've seen your son like fall asleep in like
That's exactly how he looks.
in the car seat.
But this one's like, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's him in the car seat.
Yeah.
In fact, all 4 of those kind of summarize his day. It's kind of Lincoln's day.
Yeah. So you got an angel and then asleep and
He's got walking on the walls and
Yeah.
running and then come at me, bro, and then asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew these. You've mentioned how much you hate these before. In fact,
I just don't think they should be a thing.
you put Malifaux in one of the games you would never play on an episode we did a while ago.
Yep.
Because of these miniatures.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That is the sole reason.
You didn't
I'm
want
sure
to.
It's a good game.
Oh, it's phenomenal. But you don't want to play in a universe where these exist.
No. I don't want to live in a universe where this exists.
Do you reckon when they run into battle, they like scream and cry? They're like,
Oh, man, if they do. I don't even
Makes it
know.
worse.
I
it's
don't-
just the noise I imagine it making.
That is
Yeah.
the stuff of nightmares.
Yeah, it's pure nightmare fuel.
There's not much when you become an adult that's still like nightmare worthy, but those things are it.
Yeah.
Far out, man.
So yeah, that's number 2.
It's disgusting. I hate it. Thank you for bringing that to the podcast.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And
The creme de la creme.
creme de la creme, number 1, the worst model,
You fuck. You're
a Tyranid Lictor by Games Workshop.
you are just
It's
wrong.
Just
You put this in
look at
debate me.
Just look at it.
I love this model, by the
Look
way.
at
This
it.
context.
It's awful. It is absolutely awful.
It's like Cthulhu the Tyranid.
yeah,
There are so many third-party designs of this model which are so much better.
that is true. Yeah, that is true. But I do love this model.
I just,
It's just creepy.
it's not creepy. Like
it's
I just hate it. Like in the
What do you
lore,
hate about it?
I hate the tentacle face. Right.
Sure,
I hate
sure.
the 2 like arms on the spikes. What are they? Appendages?
Yeah, sure.
Not a fan. Not a fan. I hate the pose. He's just standing there, just like
Yeah, the pose isn't great.
I'm just waiting for the bus.
Waiting for a mate.
Waiting for a mate. Like
Waiting for my-
he's like checking his watch. He's checking his watch. See,
He's like, is it time to go kill someone?
The metro's running late.
He's catching the
Like 2
metro to the
minutes
battlefield.
late. Yeah. And he's like,
But-
fuck again.
For those that haven't seen a Tyranid Lictor, it's just
Awful.
it's kind of a gene stealer that's upright.
Yeah.
And with 2, well, I mean, if you haven't seen a gene stealer, that's no point of reference, but it's an alien, but it's sort of the closest, if you ignore gene stealer cults, this felt like the closest that Tyranids, which is an alien race for
Like a
40k,
humanoid.
got to humanoid status.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
upright, it's bipedal, it's got 2
Yeah.
claws at about, and then they just threw on 2 extra arms. It reminds me, the arms are very like Queen of Blades.
Very Zerg.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, very
Starcraft.
Zerg, for sure.
Yeah.
In fact, those are Zergling arms that they've just like tacked on.
Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. In the what is it? There's a book, Blood of Baal or something like that. It's like a little standalone novel, right?
Yeah.
And there's a lictor that sneaks into the fortress monastery, right?
Yeah.
And he like fucks shit up.
Oh, they're beasts,
and, like,
man.
stealths in, like
Yeah.
full on, like Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell mode, right?
Yeah.
He's in there taking out one by one.
Yeah.
Sabotage and shit. Like,
Yeah.
it's brutal.
Yeah.
And then you look at that, and it's just like, how derpy can you get?
Yeah. Does the Death Leaper look any cooler? I can't quite remember. I feel like the Death
Yeah, the
Leaper.
Death Leaper is one of the third-party ones, right?
No, Death Leaper is just an alternate build for a Lictor.
Ah,
Yeah.
Shall I try and bring a Death Leaper out?
Yeah, have a quick suss of a Death Leaper.
So
I
you
can't
can
remember if
find
it
Churchy.
looks any cooler or
Turn the picture off for a sec.
Yeah.
we're in a space station.
Oh, let me get.
Yeah, I can't remember if it's any cooler, but I believe I liked the Death Leapers more. But I'm just looking at
That then?
maybe it just looks like it's got larger talons.
I feel like is that so? It's an alternate kit.
Yeah,
You're saying that it comes in the same box, but you can just build it either way.
I thought that was the case. I mean, they're real expensive. They're like $41 for a. That might be the Death Leaper. Yeah, they're like $41 for one model, which is the same price as a Crutox Rider. I can't quite see, but I'm not sure if I think that's it. Maybe it's. Where'd our spaceship go? yeah.
Behind the window screen.
Yeah.
Try and zoom in on it.
No, that's all right.
Churchy.
We get the. Yeah, it's slightly different. No, so that looks worse. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah, it actually looks way worse than the Lictor.
I agree.
Yeah. Hey,
That's my number one.
the Death Leaper. Yes. I remember one of them looked cooler than the other, but yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right. That's like expectations versus reality model epitome.
Yeah.
Because they are badasses in the lore, and then you get waiting for a bus, mate. Yeah. Which I still love, but maybe it's the humanoid take on the Tyranids, which was unique to me when I first saw that. But now Gene Stealer cults exist, and
there's so many better models. I mean, if it had a refresh, I reckon they do a good job.
So I heard down the rumor pipeline that, like, you know how they did a refresh of the whole Necron range? At the start of ninth.
Yep.
Was it ninth? It was ninth.
Because Death Guard was 8th.
Tyranids are next.
Okay.
With new everything, new Gene Stealer cults, new gaunts.
New Gene Stealer cults.
Sorry, not Gene Stealer cults, Gene Stealers.
Yeah. Even then, I don't think they're a really old sculpt. I think they're 2008 maybe.
Yeah, I think maybe, but the 2008 design was very similar to the previous ones as well. Like, they didn't change them much.
Yeah.
So I think maybe it's just like hopefully a pretty decent overhaul on the aesthetic, which, I mean, I think Gene Stealers are pretty timeless.
Yeah, I think so too.
But, let's see what the new ones look like. I thought the Kroot Hounds were pretty timeless.
Yeah.
And they just released a new Kroot Hound for Kill Team, and I thought, oh yeah, I see.
Yeah.
They've got some. It's more grim dark. It's more angry. So maybe they'll have some
More
cool
angry.
stuff. But yeah, hopefully they redo this for 10th.
Yeah.
Because this could be like such a good feature model for the army.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I'm really annoyed that they did the I forget what that new Tyranid model is. Something the Hexa thing of Mortrex. I don't know.
Yeah, the Parasite or something.
Yeah, the Parasite.
It's like
that's the one.
Not even a name.
Yeah. Apparently it used to be a model that went away and came back up. And it's like, don't do that. We don't care about that. Give us the Lictor. Give us a Death Leaper.
Yeah.
Give us that. Give us a little box set that's like Lost Patrol, but with just one of these.
Ooh.
Give us Alien vs Predator, but these are the Predators.
Versus some like Catachans or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, one person plays as that, and you just have like 10 actions or whatever. You just rip through them.
Yeah.
Give us that.
Yeah, well, that's my 5.
Yeah, I like it, man.
I am itching to see what you've got for your 5.
I didn't have an order, so what I've done as well is I've included the name and the price in all my images as best I can. Taking little screenshots. And I don't have an order. I never actually thought about least to most ugly. I hate them all for different reasons. So
Fair.
I can't even remember what my first model is, but Churchy. Yeah.
What is that? That's an Infinity model.
That is an Infinity model. So that's a Tohar diplomatic delegate.
I feel like that one would not be good for Parsecs.
I just don't even know how to feel about it. Like it's just the pose is horrible.
Yeah. What's she doing though? Like
the over sexualization of the female form in this is unnecessary.
Yeah.
And then the face is horrible. She's like balding, but not up the middle, kind of like up the sides. I don't really know.
That happens to me.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It looks like you. That model looks like you, and I hate it. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, I mean, if I looked like that.
And then the row, it's just... did I mention the pose?
Yeah.
Like, it's almost like she's doing the single ladies.
Oh, yeah, she is. Yeah. Big Queen Bee vibes from her.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Sorry, I forgot to explain it for those listening. But it's a woman...
I think we figured that by the amount of times we said she.
Yeah, and
bosom.
And bosom.
You said bosom.
It is a bosom formed humanoid,
Yeah.
sort of doing the pony dance with her hand out.
The base is too small.
The base is way too small, as always.
Yeah.
Her foot's basically hovering off the edge.
Like Necron Warriors before they revamped the kit.
And like in a game that's like sci-fi laser tag skirmish,
Yeah.
I mean, I get you're a diplomatic delegate, but like, I don't trust my diplomatic team.
No.
Like, I'm not having diplomatic conversations with this model, this thing.
Yeah.
I just hated it. I hated it. I thought the Infinity range. I actually spent ages looking through trying to find models that I thought were bad, and even models that I didn't like.
Yeah.
I could appreciate how good they looked to people that like that aesthetic.
Yeah.
There are a few that kind of looked kind of like 80s American, and then I was like, but that's the point. That's the vibe.
Yeah.
So I can't fault it on that. But then I stumbled upon this Toha diplomatic delegate. And I was like, well, I mean, just of all the models in the Toha specifically, their faction.
Are they an alien faction?
Yeah, good question. I get them confused. I keep thinking, no, they're not.
Oh, okay.
No, they're not.
Human faction.
They're a human faction,
Yeah.
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 Well, primarily.
Yeah.
But then again, I see this and I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure.
Yeah.
So I don't know why I hate this model. Maybe I'm not justified. But
No, I agree. Like, I think like there is an issue with over-sexualization of a lot of the miniatures.
yeah.
Whether that's because they're primarily designed by men, that's probably a thing.
Oh, definitely.
But like there's a tasteful way of doing it,
yeah.
and then there's that.
And then there's this.
Yeah.
And then there's this where it's
Yeah.
so unnecessary.
Yeah.
Also probably doesn't really suit. I mean, I don't know the Infinity Universe, but for a diplomatic delegate, I don't know. I just felt like... But I think the thing I hated most about it was just the pose. Like, they tried it so hard to find a unique pose.
Yeah.
And they swung and missed hard.
She looks like she is not long out of the shower. She's just thrown on a dressing gown or a bathrobe, and she's like
It's loosely hanging off her.
quickly running to check the mail or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's holding something behind her.
Oh, that's a sword.
Yeah, I don't know. I hate it. Anyways,
It's terrible.
I think that's my most hated. So started
one.
strong. Number one. They're all going to be number one as I re-see them.
Yeah.
I picked these a while ago. Let's go. Oh, yeah.
Oh, what is that?
Oh, that is a Forces of the Abyss, my friend.
What's an Efreet?
I don't know.
Is that even English? I don't
Fire
know.
genie.
Yeah, it's a fire genie of sorts.
That's
Garbage, right?
yeah.
Just a
I mean,
terrible sculpt.
shredded.
Dated. Talk about overt sexualization of all forms.
Yeah. I'm offended by that.
Yeah. Only got a 4-pack. Pussy.
You're just jealous.
Yeah.
Son.
Yeah,
True.
legit.
Pecs though.
So I don't know how to explain this any other way than just imagine Hercules, right?
Yeah.
But he's red.
Oh, red Hercules, right?
Red Hercules.
Yeah.
Skin being red, not
Yeah, yeah,
clothes red. He's not wearing clothes. He has a loincloth.
A green loincloth, which is quite small.
And it's quite small.
Narrow.
Or large, depending.
Well, yes,
depending.
but it's narrow.
Yeah, it is narrow. It is narrow. And you're shooting a fireball, holding a fireball, and standing in a fireball in case.
Those fire looks like the fire I drew in 6th grade.
So that's what this model is to me, right?
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
like the first assignment of someone that's just started sculpting.
Yeah, or like it's like, you know, the flames that kids used to draw on like their pencil cases and shit.
Yes.
It is, or you might see it on like the side of like a Lancer. Or
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah.
Like Mitsubishi Lancer.
2001 Lancer.
Yeah.
Yep.
An Evo, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
that is that fire, those flames.
It's like Hot Wheels flames.
Oh yeah,
That's what
but
that
even
is.
Hot Wheels can blend it better.
Yeah. This guy is a Hot Wheels model, technically. I feel like whoever owns Mantic, their son was like, I'd love to design a Mini one day. And he was like, go for it, son. This is the Homer Simpson car.
Yeah.
No, wait. He went over the top. This is so generic.
Yeah.
Pose, the sculpt. It's got some horns on the shoulders and head.
Yeah, but they probably looked at it and like, I'm still seeing red Hercules. Let's put some horns on him.
Now, you know what I discovered? I actually think this kind of aesthetic, which kind of permeates the Kings of War range, is great price, by the way, $15 for one mini.
15 Australian or
US.
Okay.
So it's not $60 for a character.
True.
So that's okay.
This is true.
I almost feel like it's deliberately outdated when they release it.
Okay.
Because it's trying to appeal to the people that used to play fantasy.
Yeah.
Because it's trying to be fantasy. It's
Yeah,
trying to
yeah.
fill the void that fantasy
Yeah.
left when the old world died.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so I feel like to capture that, it's got a few of these models.
Yep.
And I reckon there's some people out there that look at this and go, I love that model.
I was looking at the Ice Giant, and I was thinking the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't enough to make my top 5, but it was like, it just looks...
It deserved an honorable mention for how garbage it was.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And it's either they put less quality into the individual miniatures because they want a large range.
Yep.
I'm not sure if that's it or if they're very deliberate in going,
Let's
make it
aim
look
for-
really shitty.
Yeah, aim for those folks that are used to shitty models.
Yeah.
From the 80s.
Yeah, because they got
Yeah.
low standards. So
Yeah.
they'll see this and be like, oh my God,
It's Red Hercules.
so much fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I have one without the loincloth? Yeah, and just, I don't know, when you throw this quite rounded thing with
Yeah.
the flowing flames, everything onto this square asphalt base that's overflowing from the sides that looks like a cake I make that just kind of like, I put too much riser in the sides.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just... The love heart in the top right hand corner is grey for a reason. I did not like that mini.
No.
So sorry, Mantic, that is a miss from me.
Yep. What do we got? What's up next, Churchy?
I can't even remember. Oh yeah, so similar to... You know what? This has so much going on.
That's actually not that bad. I
Yeah.
mean, like, I wouldn't buy it, but...
Yeah, so...
Is it Zinch?
straight off the bat, you're wrong. It's horrible.
Jesus Christ. Fair.
Yeah, no, I hate it. And I hate it for so many reasons. I hate it because it's so blue and yellow. So like...
It's Thousand Suns, right?
Probably, yeah, it's a Chaos Space Marine Sorcerer with a... If you can...
Force Axe, I think
With a
it is.
Force Axe,
Yeah.
sure. And it's using that old Chaos Space Marine backpack. So we both found probably models from the same era.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
Gene Simmons and this guy, like mates.
Yeah.
But
They're playing in the same band together.
but
like,
look at the
side-
dragons, dude. So there's like,
Yeah.
he's got dragon backpacks, but
Yeah.
they're just like going full core. They're going, Caw! Like a dying bird, and their tongue is actually coming out of like their chin.
Is that their tongue? Or I thought that was like their, like their jaw, like their... I don't know.
I don't know either, dude.
I got a
It's a mystery piece.
Why? Okay. Once upon a time, he was a regular Space Marine, right? With a regular Space Marine backpack.
Yeah.
What's with these Chaos Gods that like morphing their backpacks?
You know what's funny? Like at some point they were undercover. They were either undercover or they still weren't sure if they were turning. I like to
Yeah.
think he just like a goth person kind of slowly paints their nails black.
Yeah.
Then the next month it's like eyeliner and they slowly get more hardcore and then
Okay.
they show up into like their corporate job
Yeah.
and they're like full goth.
So it's been like 2 weeks holiday, and they come back on Monday and they're like, "Jesus, what the fuck happened
Well,
to you?"
I feel like they stayed at work the whole time.
Oh, okay. Well,
And these
everyone else was
slow
away.
little changes,
Oh, okay.
no one really noticed until they sort of rocked up and they said,
yeah.
"You've just done one thing that's too much."
Yeah.
And this bloke slowly just added shit.
Yeah. So the dragon backpack was just too much.
It was the last thing he threw on, and
Yeah.
they just went, you know, I'm starting to think you're not on our team anymore.
Yeah.
Because we all have round backpacks. But y'all got some dragons on yours. Dragons are bad.
Yeah.
Also, dragons probably, I don't know if they've existed. I don't know if there's enough information in the 40,000 universe in the year 40,000 to remember dragons.
True.
Of all
It's
the
true. There's
lost
enough shit
information.
going on.
Yeah. We remember dragons? Don't know about that. So I don't like this. I mean, yeah, it's another small sculpt, 28 mil.
Yeah.
Pure 28 mil Chaos Space Marine.
I would own that. I would own 10 of them before I own one of those Emperor's Children ones.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
But I would never own this. And I don't know why I hated it so much when I saw it.
50 schmackaroos.
Maybe that's what I hated the most.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like, you've gone and pulled an old sculpt that you still have, that you can still pump a little bit of plastic into,
Yeah, that's probably flying cast.
and you're charging for, you're right. You're
Yeah.
charging $50. I mean, don't even.
Yeah, miss me with that.
It's made to order.
Yeah.
That means nothing, except that they don't lose money.
No.
They don't have to print it until you pay for it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think the dragons mostly.
Yeah.
The really bold contrasting blue and yellows.
The skull face is a bit weird as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's just all weird.
The gold, like, it's like, I think it's meant to be gold, right?
Is it?
Obviously, they've painted this before gold paint was a thing. And
They
they've just
they
gone
haven't
yellow.
updated it
It's like
in the
yellow's
last-
close enough.
Yeah, yellow's basically gold to the
Basically.
untrained eye.
Yeah. I feel like, I don't know where I was going with this.
Oh,
It's not that bad.
oh, sure. I feel like it's in the same league as your first one. Your little.
Oh yeah.
No, you know it's in the same league as your Lictor. It's just personal taste. Yeah. I hate that, but I can understand people that. I mean, don't ever spend $50 on it.
Oh God, no.
Please do not. I mean,
no way.
I don't know why. If I need to explain, all right, I'm gonna buy it. We gotta buy it now. I'm guessing yours was missing a price, but it's probably $50 as well.
It must have been. Yeah, I can't remember.
So yeah, I hate this. Yeah, it's just ordinary.
The axe looked cool though.
Axe actually does look cool.
Yeah.
Can't fault the axe at all.
Bash that. Use it somewhere else.
Yeah, spend $50 to get that axe. I'll take it.
And the dragons.
All right, I can't remember what's next, so I've got no information to prelude this with, but it's garbage. And here is the Orc Hammer Fist.
Yes. Why big hands on the end of a boat? That's like, just have chains or something.
Churchy and I were talking about this before the podcast, and this model is so bad that it just breaks immersion.
It makes me not want to play Armada.
yeah, legit.
I can't paint my orcs because of that ship.
We were full swing in Armada. We had a Journey into series. We split the starting box.
I opened it and I'm like, what the fuck did I get into?
And we were trying to talk about different ways of like chopping off the hammers and swapping them with cool stuff. But I feel like even if you took off the hammers or the fists and put on chains, it's still a giant spinning thing on the front of a pirate ship.
It's like a propeller.
Yeah.
Can it fly? Give it the fly keyword?
It should. They need to redeem this thing in some way. So what we're talking about is a small pirate ship from the Mantic Armada game.
It's an orc ship.
It's an orc ship,
so it's basically meant to be like a ruined ship that they've just rectified.
It's ramshackled wood. It's got some old janky sails, and on the front it's got what can only be described as the Bart Simpson spinning his arms around. If you get hit by this, it's your own fault. And that's kind of true of this ship.
That's what they're saying. It's like, if you get hit by this ship, it is your own fault.
I'm going to drive this towards you, of which you're going to see the only way we can cause damage is by this giant rotating fist on the front of our ship, which obviously requires us to crash into you, which would in turn do enough damage anyways. But we've got this fist on the front just in case. I'd like to imagine they built it solely so that two of these ships can like fist bump each other in the open ocean. But it's horrible. It's just
why do they have to do that?
The creativity department. I'm sorry, you're garbage.
Yeah, Mantic, you're slipping.
That's just the people that said we can put anything we want on the front of the ship to make it feel orky and mean. And one of them has a drill on it. Sweet.
Yeah, the drill's cool. The
drill's great.
The drill works.
Makes sense. You ram the thing. You don't take damage. It just drills.
Yeah.
But like this is two giant fists.
Yeah.
On a stick that spin.
Why do they have to be
bomby
fists?
knockers.
I just would have if they weren't sculpted to look like fists, it wouldn't save it. But it would maybe
it turns it down one dial.
Yeah.
On the what the fuck meter, this is like a 90.
Yeah.
And so like changing it to like big rocks sort of dials it down to like an 88.
Yeah.
It's still like it spins and it's
even just big spikes or something like that.
I just hate it, man.
I'd rather see chains.
Yeah. You know, this is $18 for this model. 18 European coins.
Euro dollars.
So it feels like a little bit of money for a pirate ship that's in resin.
What does that equal in a dollar? Is that about $32.50?
It's about a litre of petrol.
Oh, so it's up there.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't like it. Some of the other ships they have a fine, but
what was it €18?
Yeah.
I don't even know if that was USD or euro, to be honest. That's fine. €18 is roughly $27.
Yeah.
$26.79. Yeah.
Roughly $26.79.
Yeah. Which is, I mean, like these ships you don't need many. $30 for a ship. If that's the price, sure, fine. I mean, but if you got $30 and you're gonna spend it on a ship, literally any other ship from the collection would be fine.
You could
don't buy this one. In fact, Shane will give you one of these.
Yeah. If you want one, just
email us.
hobbyhomies@gmail.com.
Have we ever received an email? I reckon we have.
Yeah, a while ago.
Yeah, a while ago. Yeah, so that's my new number one. I hate that.
Yep.
I thought you'd appreciate that one because
I love it. I hate that model, but I love that you thought of that model that I would hate it.
Yeah. I mean, I hate it too. It was the first thing I saw when we were like splitting the box, I was like, no, I'll take the ones that don't have that.
I didn't even know. So
yeah,
like,
you're like, I'll take the orcs. That's fine.
okay.
I agree entirely.
Yep.
This model is so stupid.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's called the Hammer Fist. I mean, it's aptly named at least.
Well, they're on the nose there.
But that, yeah. I mean,
I would have rather see hammers
Like,
on there than
another problem
like
with
claw
it too
hammers.
is because of the way it looks and the way it looks balanced, it looks like there's way too much weight at the front of the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It needs like a big counterweight at the back.
yeah. It also looks like, I don't know if it's just the picture or even the model. They just look too big. Like they'd be hitting the water and then giving you some drag.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
slowly turning the
And, like,
ship. And you kind of just spin in
be
circles.
splashed all the time.
Yeah. And who wants that?
No.
In the ocean. It's garbage.
Water.
Was that my last one?
No, there's one more.
Oh, we got another one.
Oh, I don't even know what it is. Surely it's not worse than that.
Boom.
Oh, it's worse than that.
Oh,
So,
no.
so this guy's hideous.
This is a Lord of the Rings miniature?
It is,
I'm
yeah.
surprised it hasn't got TM next to it like all the other Lord of the Rings.
Ah,
images
true.
do.
So this is Shaku, the Warg rider captain, which
Yep.
you can do him on the Warg, which, I mean, all the Wargs look garbage,
The
but
walls are awful.
yeah, they're real awful. But like, I know he's an orc and he's supposed to look hideous, but I just feel like it's extra hideous. And I
Yeah.
don't know if it's the dated sculpt, the pose, just the everything.
Yeah. It's,
Just-
it's the everything.
It's just everything.
Yeah.
It's just like a dated mini. It's in the direct range, so it is super old, and that's a lot of the things with the Lord of the Rings stuff.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
just like the game is alive because it's got such a because the IP,
Yeah.
purely the IP,
Yeah,
and
sure.
the game itself is good.
Yeah.
That shows you the strength of Games Workshop, because obviously I haven't thought about this in a while, but actually a good game sells the models just as well as
Yeah.
what do you call
Good
it?
looking models.
As like what do you call it when you like twist the arm twisting?
Interesting.
I don't know. Abusing your customers sells
okay.
models, but so does a
FOMO.
good game. Yeah, FOMO. Yeah.
yeah.
So this still exists, and it probably will never get updated. That's the thing. When I see this model, I'm like, this is the best you'll ever be. They're not redoing you, Shaku, ever.
No. Sorry, Shaku. Eventually you will be no longer available.
Yeah, you will go from this to no longer available. You'll never go from this to anything better.
No.
There's no glow up for you, Shaku.
Oh, no.
You are glowing down. So, pretty garbage.
Yeah.
I hate it. I mean, the Wargs I really dislike. Yeah, the Warg sculpts being ugly makes sense because the Wargs are hideous in Lord of the
Yeah,
Rings. They're
but like-
scary and hideous.
Yeah, but there's scary and hideous, and then there's just
the
that
ugly dog.
hideous. Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
what are they doing?
Yeah. So, anyways, I hate that one too.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I hate that also.
So, what I would love to know in the comments
Yes.
is your most hated model.
Yeah.
Be it, and for what reason? Because there's no criteria. You can look at it, like you look at the Lictor and hate it. It's ugly.
I do.
It's disgusting.
awful.
It's
It is.
outdated.
I'm glad you agree with me.
And I love it. And it's beautiful. It's like a baby to me. So we want to know what your most hated model is and why on earth.
Yeah. And if there's any of ours that you agree with or disagree with,
Yeah.
let us know too.
Please let us have it.
Yeah. If you love Shaku, like a child.
Shaku. Was it Shaku?
Was it Shaku? Churchy was a good
It's actually a
Shaku.
terrible name too.
Let me just open it.
Shaku.
Shaku.
Not
Baby Shaku.
Oh, God.
Baby Shaku.
They- Everyone
Shaku.
hates you for putting that in there. Yeah.
Baby Shaku.
Nice harmony though.
Thank you.
I'll pay that.
Yep. We deserve that.
Yeah.
Give us a like for that one. Yes. And if you want to engage with us and tell us how ugly we are as humans on the inside and out, at Discord's the best place to do that. You can get links to that on hobbyhomies.com as you can all our other portals.
Yes. We can get you can get merch there as well. For links to our Patreon. For as little as $2 a month, you get early access to videos like these and battle reports and other things. You get a couple of days in before everybody else does, so you can get that first. in the
Yeah,
comments.
get it first. And if you hate it, all of our episodes and that has no value to you, you also get to enter our Patreon only giveaway.
Yes,
Which
yep.
we do every single month.
We do.
And
And
you
you
get-
live episodes.
Extra giveaway, extra entry into our regular giveaways, which we do every single month.
Yep.
We're hemorrhaging money, so the Patrons go a long way.
I just posted to the States and it was not cheap.
It's not cheap. Yeah, we're in the red again.
Yeah. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. We hope you've enjoyed this one. This was another fun one. You know, it's just maybe we'll do not tomorrow or next week, but we'll do like our most favorite models.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's all in good jest. If
It
you
is.
designed one
Yeah,
of these
yeah.
models and somehow you're watching our videos, I mean, just look at our everything. You're doing better than us. It's fine.
I suppose, yeah, but
Yeah.
also, what were you thinking?
Yeah, let us know what on earth you were thinking. Please send us an email.
Yeah.
Let us know what you were tripping on or what happened. Let us know what happens.
Massive shout out to our patrons. Without you guys, we couldn't be doing all the things we do. As always, Burnsy, Whack, Final Dinosaur, MJ, Lethal, Moose, Penny, Gridlock, and Battle Maps Jack.
We got Elko, Churchy, thanks Churchy, Rad Rooster, Oliver, Hockers, Aggro, Big Roach, and Bravo14. Sorry, Bravo14, I put you but after Big Roach, and that's messed up my whole evening. So
The rhythm is ruined.
What did you
Bravo14. Peace.
Over.
Big up to the boys, Fox and Shane. Set your minds free, no locks and chains. Do what you love, roll the dice. 50-50, we cold as ice.